My name is Caleb Lopez, and I am the Chief Investment Officer at University Wealth Advisors, LLC. I started my career in finance in 2017. I worked as an intern at an estate planning firm. From there, I worked as a full advisor to our clients at that estate planning firm in Canton, Ohio. I worked with tax professionals, attorneys, and other retirement planning professionals to do estate planning for those clients. And I did that for about 4 years, and then I left that firm and started University Wealth Advisors. When I started University Wealth Advisors, I wanted to create a boutique wealth management firm that was specifically designed for the type of individuals that I wanted to serve. For me, that's university faculty and staff at various colleges in Ohio and Michigan. I've always been really interested in academics. I have my MBA, and I'm always interested in continuing my education. And I wanted to serve individuals who I felt I aligned with when it came to our view of education and our view of essentially how wealth management should be done. At University Wealth Advisors, we have the academic approach to wealth management. And this means that we want to use academic finance research when making decisions and helping our clients make decisions on their investments. We feel a lot of firms are going to essentially speculate when it comes to what direction the market's going to go, and they use very, very loose data points in order to make investment, legal, and tax decisions on behalf of their clients. And we do not want to be speculative when we're working with clients and when we're helping them make investment and tax decisions. What we do is we take a look at academic research, white papers, and other research in various fields that affect our clients, and we help them digest that information and make it applicable to them in their finances. That is going to be different from a lot of firms who purport to work with university faculty and staff who do that as a small subsect of their business. For us, it's our entire business. So we serve university faculty and staff only. We don't take clients in any other field or in any other career. And the reason being is because we think that it's best if those individuals have an advisor who is knowledgeable in all of the facets of their finances and all of the different things that specifically affect their situation. Being an RIA is a registered investment advisory firm. We are fiduciaries to our clients. A fiduciary is somebody who, by law, has to represent the best interest of their client, not what is in the best interest of me or my firm. So for example, there are a lot of financial professionals who are starving to get your investment money and they're starving to get your business. But unfortunately, a lot of them are only compensated if you buy something from them. So you have to buy life insurance, or you have to buy an annuity, or you have to buy some form of mutual fund. And this is essentially a commission and transactional based relationship. So they need you to purchase whatever their thing is in order for you to become a client of their firm. A fiduciary is essentially the opposite of that, where no matter what you do, no matter what you buy, no matter what type of transaction you engage in, my job is to give you the best advice for your situation, independent of what is good for me or what is best for my firm. A fiduciary is somebody who will not try to sway you in one way or another to purchase something when it's not in your best interest. And our clients feel that having a fiduciary on their side makes their wealth management that much more easy and that much more comfortable because they know that the person they're dealing with has their best interest in mind and they're not trying to just sell them some kind of product or service that they may or may not need. So we define wealth management as the investment, tax, and estate planning considerations that go into a family or individual client's finances. We would delineate and we would distinguish wealth management from financial planning. Financial planning is the process by which you plan for the future, and that may or may not contain implementation. We would conceptualize wealth management as the implementation of those steps that are needed to achieve your financial plan. So for example, if a client comes to talk with us, we're going to do two things. We're first going to help them plan for the future, understand where they're at now and where they want to go, whether that be in their retirement or just general financial planning. But then we're also going to work with an investment advisor, a tax professional, and an attorney to build in the various things that are needed in order to help them achieve that goal. So instead of having one or the other, because some firms only do financial planning, some firms only do investment management, we think it's best when you marry the two and clients get the best of both worlds because their advisor is helping them actually achieve the steps that they want to achieve in their financial plan. An example of this would be some firms, if you come to them, they charge a flat fee and they will make a financial plan for you. They'll tell you should invest your money this way, you should retire at this date, you should withdraw this amount of money. And then essentially their hands are done. Essentially they're done. They don't add anything into that. They don't help you achieve that. They just tell you kind of what you should do, which can be valuable for some clients. Investment management would be simply investing the money for the client's goals in order to grow their wealth. Sometimes we can include in that working with an accountant or an estate planning attorney to help clients if they feel like they need that level of service. But what we really think is where clients get the most value is when you have financial planning and wealth management both under one roof with one advisor. One of the reasons that we do investment planning, tax planning, and estate planning all under one roof is because clients sometimes can experience this fragmented approach to their finances where one advisor doesn't know what the other advisor is doing and one professional is not communicating with the other. So for example, if you have an investment manager who is not communicating with your accountant, then certain things can happen in which you could be pushed into a next highest tax bracket because your investment manager was not aware of how close you were to being to that next higher tax bracket. And they could, for example, trigger a sale of some form of security in which you would have to report those proceeds on your taxes. That is just one example of how having multiple professionals all communicating is able to help you get a better outcome in your finances. And I am not an accountant or an attorney. However, most of our clients feel that having their wealth manager work with them, with their accountant and their attorney is extremely helpful. Another example of this would be when clients get their estate planning documents done with an attorney. An attorney might recommend a will, a trust, powers of attorney documents, other directives. And when clients receive these documents, more often than not, what I find is that they think that they're completely done with the estate planning process. However, that's not the case. Typically, you're just starting out when you get your documents drafted by an attorney. What I help my clients do is make sure that they use those documents that they received from their attorney in their wealth management plan so that they're not just sitting there essentially as an empty shell, not really adding any value to your finances. One example of this is many times when I start working with a client, what I'll do is I'll take a look at their beneficiaries on their accounts that I have access to. And when I do this, what I find is that sometimes either only one person is listed when multiple people need to be listed, or nobody is listed at all. Both of those could end up creating a situation in which my client does not want. And so my job as a wealth manager is to bring that to them and show them, hey, this is how we can fix this. And you can work with an attorney who can give a legal recommendation as to how you structure these beneficiaries. But having the wealth management and the estate planning done in combination essentially is going to help not miss those little details that can really end up creating a huge impact later on down the road. I started creating content online because I wanted my existing clients to be able to hear from me more frequently, and they can watch videos in a fast and easily digestible manner so that they can learn more about what we're doing for them when we're working with them in their wealth management. I also want some of their colleagues to be able to hear about what working with a fiduciary wealth manager can do for them. If you or a colleague are interested in financial planning and wealth management, and you want a fiduciary advisor to help guide you through multiple areas of your finances, you can go to universitywealthadvisors.com, or you can send me an email at clopez@universitywealthadvisors.com.